Ghost Riders in the Sky is a real fun song to play on the guitar. I patterned my version after both Johnny Cash and Duane Eddy. They play the chords like this. We'll first show you how to play all the key phrases to both a verse in the lower octave and higher up the neck, and then we'll put together a little practice track for you where you can play the whole thing non-stop. The song is in the key of A minor, and to get the melody going you'll want to know your A minor scale, which is just the notes of a C scale, no sharps or flats, and if you run it from A to A, the notes that are circled sounds very minorish. Here's a little chord vamp that gets the song going. The thing I really like about the melody is it breaks nicely into phrases with pauses in between each phrases. Here's the first phrase. Begins on beat 4. 1, 2, 3. There then are 2 measures of rest before the next phrase comes in. During that rest you hear some fancy pickers throw in these wild fills. I'll keep it pretty simple, maybe put a note or 2 in there. So the second phrase begins like the first one. And then right here it changes. So that's a hammer and a pull. And the next phrase, again beginning on beat 4. 1, 2, 3. The next phrase leads into the F chord, and during the F chord there's 5 measures of F during the verses. When we get to the chorus there will only be 4 measures of F. The F phrase begins with 2 pickup notes, the first being the open 5th string, down to the G note on the 6th string. Now you're down to your F note. Here's a little fill. And then it resolves. So that would be the end of the first verse. There then is a second verse, which I choose to play an octave higher. To get a feel for where that lands, you start at the 7th fret and play an A minor scale up there. And at this point, I'm just copying the phrases that I created down here for the first part of my solo. And the next phrase. The next phrase I play just slightly different. Begin with a slide. I then continue to slide down the 4th string. We're now at the chorus part, which if we were singing it would be yippee-yi-yay. We're going to play that with a little bar here. Doing a little tremolo after I get there. That's an unusual timing because there's 3 notes against 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the answer is the same timing. And then you have your same, but without the little fill, you don't do that because you've only got 4 measures of F. And lastly, when I end the whole thing, I play this fancy chord. It's an A, add 6, add 9. So we'll now play the entire solo to a backing track. You'll hear slight little fills along the way. There'll be a scrolling tab so you can see how it's done as you go.